too far back into it. I'll just so we Georgia and Patrick and I went to see uh Gladiator 2 yesterday, and there's a lot of conversations about like power and freedom and what all of that means, what it looks like, how the last Caesar got power and then never gave it away, like all of that stuff. And one of the lines from the movie, and this is a paraphrase, and Zach, you're gonna like this, um is something like, the goal of the slave is not to be free, the goal of the slave is to have slaves of his own. And I didn't quite get what that meant at first, and then as I kind of noodled it, the way I processed it was that if you are still of the slave mentality, then yes, your goal is to have slaves of your own. Like, how would I do what was done to me, but I would do it better? Like, how do I do this but better? But if you have a free mind, then then a free mind can look and say, how do I not engage in this fucked up like hierarchy at all? Like, is this even something I would want for myself in the first place? Like, so almost like the true freedom is the freedom to just reject what was. How did I get convinced that this was the way in the first place? And is that something that feels true for me, or was it just ubiquitous? And like, there's power in ubiquity, just like we say there's power in normal. There's power in regularity, there's power in the shit that's everywhere. But we're all old enough to know now, just because it's everywhere does not mean it's good. And like, so the true freedom is not, how do I do what's always been done but better? True freedom is like, I don't even want to do that at all. And the joke I made to Georgia was like, do I just want to be on a beach making sandals somewhere? Like, do I want to partake in, and because I find myself kind of, I noticed myself chasing like this, there's a little Lucy football situation, and I was like, God, that just has its hooks in me. And I started thinking about how other people can create the world we see. It happens right under your nose. You accept it if it's done to you, skillfully. Other people can create the world you see, and you don't even realize it has happened. And then you frame your options going forward based on that. And that's what they mean by slavery. That is an enslaved mind. A free mind says, you know what? It doesn't have to be that fucking way at all. And you can't like try to chase that down, because the part of you that strives and reaches only strives and reaches for what it knows, like, or other versions of what it already knows. The part of you that emanates from inside and just sort of glows with you-ness and your own version of the truth, that part can go anywhere. So like, it can't be kind of taught, it can only sort of be uncovered and realized.